You are in a state of accelerating into your next level and bringing in and grounding your new identity as a world leader. I don't know if everybody else is feeling the shift in energies because we are so close to entering the year of the fire horse. And we start our tarot reading with the Knight of Swords. Somebody is charging towards their future, charging towards everything that's been promised to them. What do I mean by promised? It's like desires dropping in, spirit guidance coming through. This is your path. This is your way. You might be seeing a lot of stuff on Instagram or TikTok or any kind of social media where you're listening to things that tell you that you're going to be coming into a lot more income, that you might be doing something that's a passion project. Page of Swords tells me, Knight of Swords and Page of Swords. Justice and the path of the truth are very important here in taking action. Knight of Pentacles as well. It means that you're going to come into a lot of money. Five of Swords, you've been fighting for some time. Eight of Wands, incoming communication. Queen of Swords in reverse, some kind of inner conflict. Let's see. Oh my God. And by the way, a lot of cards have dropped out. So I'm going to try to see what kind of story is forming here. Page of Pentacles in reverse. You're doubting yourself. Whoever I'm speaking to right now, there is the energy of doubt is like running in your head in circles. It's percolating. It's making you doubt every decision. You're not being able to decide with ease. It's not just like a yes, this is what I want for myself. What you're ending up feeling is this my path? Is it not my path? Is this the path? Is it not my path? Is this the highest timeline? And then you'll ask for spirit guidance. You'll ask for an answer and it'll drop into your head and you'll know exactly what the answer is, what route you're supposed to take. But again, the energy of doubt is back. Now, as far as decision making is concerned, because there seems to be a lot of decision making and taking action with the two sword cards, you're going to be asked to make decisions fairly quickly. And this is just training grounds for you. I know you're embarking upon something really important, something tough, something a little bit difficult right now. And it's difficult for you to take back your power and be in that power seat where you have the steering wheel and you're like, oh, this is the direction I want to go in. Because there is so much past wounding of, am I doing this right? And there's so much of a fight. It's like you're fighting with yourself. You're fighting with your own thoughts. You're fighting with your own understanding of the truth and which path you're supposed to take. The Sun card tells me that you're going to be blessed. There's going to be a lot of light in your life. You're meant to shine. You're meant to be visible. So whoever I'm speaking to right now, you're meant to be famous in some way or the other. Whether you're famous on social media or whether you're going to be on the Drew Barrymore show, where you're talking about your hidden talents, where you're talking about everything that you want to communicate to humanity, everything that you want to communicate to people for them to come at par with you, where you can help them ascend out of the space that they're in. Now, you might be doing this through comedy. I don't know why that came up. Like it just dropped into my head. You might be someone who's funny. And when someone listens to you, initially they're like, haha, what a good laugh. But what you're doing is you're raising the vibration there. And that's when you drop in hints of your wisdom. And that path is great for you. With the Knight of Wands, I'm seeing in reverse. I'm seeing that you're finding it difficult to act upon this path for yourself. So you might be someone who has come up with a series that you want to launch. You might be someone who's doing a podcast. You might be someone who knows exactly what kind of creative endeavor you want to go towards. But what you struggle with is walking on that fashion because you're feeling really indecisive. Is this going to make me money? Is this the right path to take for myself? You're constantly second guessing yourself. And that's because and a state of turmoil and fight within your head. With the Hanged Man, I knew this Hierophant card is going to come up. So before I started going for this deck, I was going to choose another deck, and I saw this card in my head, and I was like, okay, no, I have to work with this deck today, and that's the card that popped out, which is great. With the Hanged Man and the Hierophant, I feel like you have been put on hold, like your life has been on pause for a little while. Your passion project has been on pause for a little while because you were asked to look into what was boxing you in. There are certain thought patterns, there are certain structures, there are certain institutes that are boxing you in your thoughts. They're not allowing you to take this creative path, and they're making you hold yourself back. Because back in the day, or even right now, for a lot of people, let's say you want to become a comedian, no one wants to support that. there are no set of parents or no society that's going to be like, oh my God, yes, that's the only path you should take for as your livelihood. They don't let you go all in. That is what differentiates a leader and a person in a power seat from everybody else, because they have to believe in themselves first. You might have a supportive group of people who are like, yeah, man, you're so funny. Go ahead, do this. Or woman, enjoy it. Enjoy your path. But you keep second guessing because of the number of people who are coming into your path and telling you that, but I don't know if that makes any cash. And there you go, indecision all over again. You're not sure if this is what you should do. That's why things are on hold. That's why your path is not opening up as yet. That's why you feel like nothing is taking off. Like you have all these brilliant ideas. You might even be executing a lot of them. You might have videos and podcasts in your library at home, in your audio library, in your phone. And the only difference is either you haven't clicked send or you haven't made sales on it. And the reason that's happening is because you're not completely believing in yourself. That confidence isn't dropping in. You're not being your own self promoter. You're not saying that, hey, yes, I can do this and this is all I'm going to do. You're not going all in on yourself. Bet on yourself this time. You've bet on so many people. Growing up, you've had friends that you banked on. You have had family members that you've supported. You are that person who leads other people, who makes them feel good about themselves, that inspires them. It's about time you did that for you. Because that's the only way your cup is going to be full. And if your cup is full, it goes into overflow and you share with others. Right now, you're sharing from a space of depletion. That's why you're exhausted. That's why when you wake up in the morning, you don't have a will to do things. You're just like, oh, man, I'll do it later. If you're taking aligned action, it's okay. It's okay to take that time of rest. It's okay to take that time of integration. It's okay to give yourself space before you take aligned action, because alignment comes from within. Next card. 9 of Wands. The person who's been fighting and is wounded. Fighting, wounded. Stop fighting. You become whatever you fight. I want another card to explain this. Ace of Swords. You're fighting for justice. You're fighting for the truth. You're fighting for humanity. You're fighting for the world. You're fighting because you know that you're in the right. So what is the self-doubt about? Let's ask the Creator to shed some light about the doubt. 4 spilled cups. Every time I've embarked upon something that I care about, it spills. It's not what I want it to be. It doesn't turn out the way I want. Why does that not happen? 10 of Swords, because you're still holding on to a lot of past pain. Now, let me explain something to you. When you're going all in on your passion project, when you're going all in on your creativity, when you're going all in on yourself, it is important for you to be completely delusional about it. Logic is not something that will help at this point. You can be logical and say, oh, this hasn't worked out for X, Y, and Z. But you know what? You're going to find answers exactly where you're looking. So if you're looking for failures, you will find failures. If you're looking for people who have succeeded, you will find people who have succeeded. And you will realize that the level of education and the level of certifications have apps on the way you're using your call to action, the sales pitch that you're going for has nothing to do with sales. Your inner power, how you feel about yourself, your identity is what comes through when you're making a sales pitch. When you're going to sell whatever it is that you've created, even if it is comedy, we have to sell that. You have to sell that art. When you are the product, you need to believe in the product. That is what is the toughest thing about going all in on yourself, believing in yourself, having faith in yourself. Yes, things happened. Yes, it hurt. But now you're coming from a space of wisdom. You're coming from a space of, I know what I want. I know I can get there. I'm not being completely blind about it. I'm taking aligned action when I'm ready for it. I'm not running in with my eyes shut with a sword in my hand that, oh my God, I'll go anyway. You're walking in a steady path where you're calm and you know which direction you want to go in. At the beginning, you will have all these self-doubts. You are the only one who can eliminate it. Try my self-empowerment workshop. It's 3 days of transmissions. It's going to help you come into the driver's seat. It's going to help you take control of your life. It's going to help you come out of the energy of blame. It's going to help you come out of the energy of this happened to me to this happened for me. Go in my bio, go to my stand store. It's available to you there. Moving on with the Eight of Swords in reverse. Okay, so once again, we were talking about blindfold and not knowing which way to go, but this is in reverse. You're coming out of this energy. This energy tells me that you didn't know where to go, and there are these 8 swords around you, and you could have chosen any one of them. But what I'm kind of seeing is that with the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords, which you had gotten earlier, you know exactly which direction to go in. You know it. It's deep within you, and it's at the surface too right now in your consciousness. This is the route I'm supposed to take. I'm supposed to get myself banked. Two of Swords in reverse. You're not at crossroads either. Two of Swords card is a crossroads card. There is no second guessing. There is no other path. The only path is the path of the truth, the path where you have faith in yourself, the path where you back yourself up. 10 of Pentacles. There's a lot of joy. There's a lot of ancestral support from women in your lineage. I feel like even if you are masculine, there's a lot of feminine support that's coming through. If you're feminine, there's a lot of feminine support that's coming through. It could be ancestral through your mother's lineage. There's a lot of money that is coming in. There were some ancestors who were really rich. When I say really rich, I mean monetarily wealthy in assets, wealthy in friends, wealthy in support, wealthy in having people back them up, wealthy in every single way that you can imagine that they are wealthy. Two of Cups in reverse and Four of Swords. The Four of Swords tells me that you are done with fighting. You know, that you did get the Nine of Swords, you did get the Five of Swords. The only person that you're fighting with now is yourself, and you can let this energy go. With the Two of Cups in reverse, I'm being told that you feel like you don't have that kind of partnership that's backing you up, but look around one more time. Look around and see if there are friends who are backing you up. Look around and see if there's family that's backing you up. Look around and see if there's the creator that's backing you up. Look around to see if spirit guides, your whole spirit team is around you and helping you ascend. A partnership in the form of love or just a single person cannot encompass the magnitude at which your existence is expanding. You are in a state of accelerating into your next level and bringing in and grounding your new identity as a world leader, a thought leader, someone who's going to help people ascend, someone who's going to help people come out of low vibrational energy, someone who's going to teach people how to laugh again, feel joy again, raise that vibration to happiness as opposed to being afraid all the time, being angry all the time, blaming others all the time. Get yourself out there. I'm going to pull out a couple of cards. I know we had a lot of cards, but I feel like 3 more will really help close this. You know, the indecision and the fighting and the trust. 4 of Pentacles. Balance in giving and receiving. If you're someone who's doing something for the world, the chances are that your receiving is blocked. Now, I see maternal energy. Connect to those ancestors. Connect to the female energy. Connect to divine feminine. Feminine energy teaches you how to receive. Receive with joy. I want you to take a look around in your room and see what you have. Are they new bed sheets? Did you buy a new humidifier? Did you get $100 that came out of some random pocket? Is there a plant in your room that you really like? Take a look around, take a journal and a pen, and write down 10 things in the day that you feel grateful for that you already own. The next day, write down 10 things that you have in abundance. Abundance means more than what you need. You could have 10 pairs of shoes. You could have 20 books. You could have more than one toothbrush. Whatever it is, that is what you're abundant in. When you start feeling these feelings of abundance, feelings of gratitude for what you have, it has a multiplier effect, and it sends a signal to the universe, telling the universe that I am ready for more of this. So please, take time out to notice what these things are that you're happy for, that you feel grateful for, that you have abundance in, because that is what you're going to attract. Judgment card. there's some kind of lack of judgment. Okay, your third eye is completely blocked. I won't say completely, but partially blocked. Okay, like 70% blocked. It's fuzzy. You're feeling fear, indecision, confusion, some kind of a lot of self doubt right now. But it's not forever. It's not permanent. What you can do is you can take a little bit of time out for yourself, and you can kind of clear that third eye. If you go online, if you go to YouTube and you just type out binaural beats, if you type out clear my third eye chakra, if you look for a meditation that does that, if you do yoga poses that clear it, whatever kind of body work, energy work, or mental work that you need to do, everything, you can find everything. Go use AI and ask it what the best one for you would be. There is no holding you back anymore. This is the age of information. You're being given all the tools, all the information that you could possibly need. The only difference between the person who's succeeding right now and everybody else is that that person is using the resources that he or she has been given. And if you're the world leader that I know you are, if you're the thought leader that I know you are, if you're the one who's going to go out there and help everybody else with your gifts, your creativity, and your talent, then go use those resources. Last card. Okay, I see one upside down card. Okay, no, not really. Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and that is what's going to flip your Wheel of Fortune in your favor. Self-trust, believing in yourself, loving yourself, taking care of yourself, taking our time to bring in inner alignment, so you have aligned action instead of repetitive action. And the Empress card. That is how you're going to birth your new identity and your new reality. Thank you so much for being with me. Maybe we can pull out a Rose Oracle card, because we did get an ancestral card that said that maternal ancestors are helping you out. So let's see what the last card of the day is. Sub Rosa, hidden in plain sight, mysteries, learning, and teaching. Hidden in plain sight. Why is it hidden? Clear up the murky third eye. It's not going to be hidden anymore. It'll be right in front of you like it was the whole time. You guys got this. You're going to have an amazing day. I will catch you later. I will edit this video a little bit with captions and put it right back on. Bye.